Still going? Am I going?
Yeah.
All right. So, one thing you take off, just with a regular screwdriver. I'll use this one. Can you come in close enough that we can see for my viewing audience here? So we have to take off the 3 screws. There's 1, 2, 3 screws. The 4th screw is under this little thing here. So all you do is just pop off this little plate here. Comes off very easily. How about this plate? And you pick it up off the floor. Then 3 screws. I should get my electric drill. My one of my kids bought me a electric drill for Christmas, but anyway, just for the sake of time, I'm just going to use a regular Phillips screwdriver. You have 2 shorter screws on the sides and then a longer screw. So there's the longer screw. That's a shorter screw there. Now on the topic of too much information, I just noticed there's a dead fly in my fridge here, so clean out your fridge while you're having it open here. That's a good idea. Now this little bar here, this metal thing that I'm about to take off, interestingly I think I have it on upside down. The reason is that the shelves hook into these things here, and I put it in a way that I thought it would go in. However, the shelves kind of seem to dip in a little bit, although actually it looks like it is worse the other way, so maybe I did put it in right, but I may try flipping this thing to see what happens coming back down. So then, I'm just taking out the 3rd screw here. That beep is the sound of the fridge, you know, every so many seconds. Now, the 3rd screw I can't kind of get out, so I'll just kind of yank it out here. I'll just pull this metal thing. This thing comes out here, so just get the last screw. Looks like I don't have it out all the way. Come on. I know you're in there. Alright, I'm not sure why. I think I actually have this thing out. I don't think it's in anymore, but for some reason it's not coming out. So I'm going to try flipping this thing to see if it changes my shelves. Now this whole unit here comes out. If you have ice, and you will have ice if your evaporator motor goes out, it just collects up in here. I've already broken the ice. Sorry, I did this earlier today. I could have shown you this, but it actually gets all caked in underneath this, which makes it very hard to get out because there's some styrofoam in here that provides insulation. And the styrofoam sticks to the doggone ice. So what you do is you just pull this thing out. If it's nice and come out, I take my little air popcorn popper and I put that sucker in the fridge and close the doors for 10 or 15 minutes and let the hot air blow in there to melt the ice. Of course, make sure your refrigerator's off when you're doing that or you're going to have some serious conflicts there between the hot and the cold. So now I can't quite get this thing out here for some reason. So I'm just going to kind of pull the whole unit out here. Yes. Now when you pull the unit out, now this thing will come out. I don't know why this thing is just giving me a hard time here. This thing is just not cooperating. Oh, there we go. Alright. So here I got the last screw out. So this is the top here, but I'm going to actually try to invert the thing to see if it makes a difference on where my shelves sit. The shelves actually, I'm pretty sure that the close side is at the top, but for some reason the shelves were a little bit slanted when I put them in this last time. So, alright, so now when we take this off, there's 2 clips up here that you undo. There's also a caution here that says be sure and disconnect power. So be sure and follow that, you know, disconnect the power for your refrigerator. This is the evaporator motor itself. There's this little connector. These things are little clips. They're easy to take out and easy to put back on, and it's impossible to put these on wrong, so you don't have to worry about keeping track of how you get it out. So now lay this thing down. Now if you have the problem, let me I'm going to close the door just for a second and open it again so that the light will come back on. Nope, that doesn't work. Oh, criminy. Close the fridge, open the fridge. And get the light to come back. There's probably some other way to get the darn light to come back on, but I don't know what it is. So your ice will be all caked over in here. You'll have ice caked down through here. This piece of styrofoam keeps sticking here. I don't know what the problem is with that, but it actually fits in right here, and I've taped it back in, but it's not staying. So I can actually pull this thing off here. Pull this piece of styrofoam off, and this thing actually goes in here. I've tried using great stuff and I don't know, probably even epoxy to get this thing to stay in. Right now I use some electrical tape, which is completely useless. But anyway, it just kind of fits like that. I'm just kind of living with it here. So what I have to do at this point is, my goal is to do this evaporator motor here. So let me, I'm missing my small screwdriver. I made a really great small one, but I'll just use this one here. So the evaporator motor's right in here. So what I'm going to do is, there's a little clip here on the side. Let's see how we do this. Alright. I've done this before, so not rocket science. Oh, there's a screw here I need to take off. Screwdriver. And you don't actually have to work on this thing in the fridge, but I'm doing this just kind of for the effect. So take the screw off of here. Don't lose the screw. I'm going to put it right here so I don't lose it. Then we just take this thing, and if I can remember, there's like these little clips here on the side. That's one, and that's the other one there, and there's a couple more over here. Just got to get these things a little bit loosened here. And that's the other one, and then there's one more. There we go. And there it is. So, this is that evaporator motor. You can pick that sucker up online for about 45 bucks. Man, this is like the third one this fridge has had. And these Samsung fridges are pretty good, except for these darn evaporator motors. So, I gotta get it disconnected from, see, there's the fan is down there. So I just need to get it disconnected from the fan. And I'm just kind of using some positive attitude to do that. There may be some better way, but unfortunately in my last video I forgot to record how I got the fan off. Let's try a little bit more English on this thing. Here. Let's try a little leverage here. I'm just trying to get the blades off of it. Well, sorry, this is not the...
Get a pause it?
Well, I can fast forward on the thing. Yeah, maybe you can pause it.